But God, being who he is, tell him I love that. Tell him I love you for that. But God, being who he is, he sends a word through the prophet Haggai. He says to them, do not focus on what it looks like now. Focus on what I'm building through you. Focus on what I'm building how? How? All right, that was a little timid at first. Focus on what I'm building through you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, is the word for the Inspire Collaborative Church at this 6-month juncture. Focus on what I'm building through you. We are not going to build, and we cannot build, is what I should have said, this place in isolation. Because we struggle in isolation to carry the burden alone. And so God is saying to us in this season, it's time for us to pull together like never before. We got to lock arms. I dare you to lock arms with somebody. We got to lock arms. We got to make up in our minds that we can do this thing. We are going to do this thing, and I'm going to lock arms with you. Look at them and let's do it together.
Let's do it together.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Let's do it together. Let's do it together.
Get up. Get up. Come on. Let's do it.
Let's do it together.
Everybody, lift your hand and say it. That's right. Move your body.
Let's do it together.
Yeah. One more time. Say it. Let's do it.
Listen.
If we are going to do it, if we are going to fulfill the mission that God has called us to fulfill, we got to do it together. I need you and you need me. Look at somebody and say, I need you and you need me. Tell them this thing is too heavy for me to do it on my own. I need you. I need you to lock arms with me. God never builds, and this is so important. This is so important. God never builds without glory. One of the things that came out of a staff meeting, and I think I shared this with you last week, is that we have been talking about ever since we moved here and we came to this space. There's been a glory of God that's been hitting this place that we didn't see over there. And mind you, we had some great services over there. People got healed, literally, delivered, literally. Souls were baptized. We saw some glorious things, but the entire staff agreed that since we inhabited this space, the glory of God went up to a whole nother level. Can I get one or two witnesses in this room that you have felt the manifested presence of God and the glory of God since we've been over here? That something has happened whenever you step into this room. Whenever I'm in my office and I send somebody in here, you know what I tell them? Go to the sanctuary and tell so-and-so and so. Before we had one service in this room, we came in here and we sanctified it. This is the sanctuary. Somebody say, this is the sanctuary. And so the glory of God is here. Somebody say, the glory of God is here. The people saw weakness in what they had built, but God saw glory. God sees beyond what you can see. They saw weakness, God saw glory. So what am I saying to you? If you come here and it's not looking like what God said it would look like or what you anticipated it would look like, it can cause you to see weakness. But I want you to know every time Sunday morning rolls around, I pop out of my bed. I don't just get up. I sit up on the side of the bed and I say, God, what are you going to do in that place today? Who's coming? Somebody is looking for a word. Somebody is looking for deliverance. God, you sent us there and we will stay on the wall so that whoever is there that comes and needs to be delivered, we are in position to facilitate the deliverance. touch yourself and say, God, help me be in position to facilitate the deliverance. And some of you will say, well, I just come. Can I tell you, your just coming can help facilitate the deliverance? God decrees. The message was not about bricks, wood, or gold. The message is about God's presence. Deborah, I don't want to come here without his presence. Bridget, I can't come without his presence. The temple, listen to this, the temple was only valuable because God's glory rested in it. Our time here at the Inspire Collaborative Church is only valuable because God invests in it. And what does he invest? He pours his spirit down. When we come here together and unite as God pours his spirit down, and that is the thing that gives this place value. I dare you to lift your hands and say, God, send your glory. Churches without glory become empty buildings. Ministries without glory become performance. Families without glory becomes divided. Lives without glory become frustrated. I dare a 21st century believer to throw your head back, put your hand up if you feel like it, and say, God, let your glory rest on me. Oh, tell him, God, let your glory rest on me. I need your glory. I can't make it without your glory. I want the glory of God. Anything that I do, anything that I've ever done for God, I told him, if your glory is not on it, I don't want to do it. So without it, it's all empty. What makes the difference is the glory of God. This season is not about trying to recreate Jonesboro. Oh, did y'all hear me? This season is not about trying to recreate what we had there, the past. It's about aligning ourselves with what God is doing now. I dare somebody to ask him, what are you doing now? Oh, what are you doing now? And some of you didn't ask him because you don't want to know, because you're comfortable where you are. But I dare you to ask him, what are you doing now? What are you saying for my life? Some of you have been stuck and lethargic and in that place. And that is because you don't have the courage to ask God, what are you doing now? Listen, I just heard the Holy Ghost say, tell somebody, I've canceled out everything that was in your past. It's not about that, but it's what I'm doing now. I dare somebody that receives that word to put your hands together and say, now. I dare you, I dare you, I dare you. Say, now. God, what are you doing now? It's not about what you did in Jonesboro, but it's about what are you doing now? I need you to put that in your phone. God, what are you doing now? It's so funny. I was talking to my sister Jackie one day this week. And, you know, she's always been good for conversation. A lot of times I don't like her conversation because she tells me things that I don't want to hear. And, but I don't like it, but I love it. So we're in conversation and we're talking about things. And she said, is God speaking? 3 words. I ain't trying to ask you what he's saying. I ain't trying to get all up in that. But is he speaking? And today, I ask a 21st century believer that's under the sound of my voice, is God speaking to you? If you're telling me that he isn't, I came to challenge you today because God is all speaking. He always has something to say. How do you know? How do you know? Because he said, I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you and to bring you to an expected end. And how will you know what they are if he's not speaking? Sometimes he'll give you two words. Who can guess what those two words are? Woo! That ain't what I had in my head, but that's a good one. She said, not now. We don't want to hear that. It's like, whoa. But have you ever been in a tight spot feeling like you needed to move forward and God says, stand still? Stand still what? Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. I'm speaking now. God has a right now word for the Inspire Collaborative Church, and that right now word is, let's do it together. Say it. Come on, high five somebody. Cross over the aisle and tell somebody. Come on, wake up and tell them, let's do it together. Say it, let's do it. Oh, you don't mean it. Say it like you mean it. One more time, say it. Sit down. If we want to see the glory of God fall, we cannot pull against one another. Should I say that again? If we want to see the glory of God fall, we cannot pull against one another. That intensifies the weight that we're carrying. Are you with me? Point 2. Alignment makes the weight easier. Everybody say alignment makes the weight easier. 3 times in this passage, God says, be strong. Inspire Collaborative Church, we're going to get to the next major juncture, and there is a next major juncture. We got to be strong. Tell yourself, I got to be strong. And he says that 3 times in this text. He says it to Zerubbabel, he says it to Joshua, and he says it to the people. Somebody say order. He started with Zerubbabel, who was the governor, the one ruling and reigning and calling the shots. Zerubbabel, you got to be strong. And then he says it to Joshua. Joshua is the person that's kind of helping corral everybody and get everybody to do what they are doing. So let's take Joshua and make that the leaders that I have put in place. Zerubbabel, pastor, be strong. Leaders, be strong. He didn't forget about you. The Bible says, and you read it along with me, and all the people be strong. Everybody throw your shoulders back like I just did and say, be strong. Oh, I like it, Linda. Say, be strong. Linda, can you stand up and turn around and let them see what you did? She did that like she'd been in the gym working out. Be strong. But Pastor C, it's a lot. The weight is heavy. You don't know what's going on in my life. Be strong. But Pastor C, you don't understand the pain that's in my body. Be strong. Pastor C, you don't understand what my bank account looks like. Be strong. How then, Monica, can I be strong when I just told you all the stuff that's going on in my life? Be strong in the Lord and in the power of, oh. So you mean to tell me that I can be strong when I'm weak because of his might? Who was it that said, when I'm weak, I'm strong? Because his strength is made perfect in my weakness. What do you mean his strength is made perfect in my weakness? Because when I give up and feel like I can't do it on my own, it is his strength. When I'm down like this and feeling like I can't do it, I can't do this any longer, I can't make it any longer, I can't make it, I can't do this, I just can't do it. It is his strength that says, lift up your eyes to the hills from which cometh your help, because your help comes from the Lord. And where I was on my knees, all of a sudden, I feel something pick me up. I wonder if there's anybody in here that has ever felt the glory of God pick you up when you didn't want to hold your head up, when you didn't want to get up out of the bed, when you had all the blinds closed, when you didn't want to answer the phone, when you didn't want to talk to nobody. His strength was made perfect in your weakness, and it and you here today to tell the story, because his strength is made perfect in your weakness. So how are we going to do it at this juncture? Inspire Collaborative Church with the strength of God. And that calls for alignment. Everybody had to be aligned together. The burden becomes lighter when everybody carries the vision together. I want you to grab somebody by the hand and keep it low for now. And I want you to just kind of slowly move with me and say, we got to do this thing together. Yeah. It's lighter. Hold your hands there. And if you had to hold your hand there by yourself, it would be getting heavy by now, wouldn't it? But can you see that it's a little bit lighter because somebody's holding it with you? Look at your neighbor and say, we got a job to do. Tell them we got to hold this vision. And then keep their hand. I want you to tell them this. And guess what? We got to hold each other. Look at how long y'all holding. Y'all like, yeah, but you better go ahead and tell us to put it down, because my help is running out. And not only can I have a vulnerable moment with you, and not only do I need you to hold each other up, I need you to hold us up. There's a story in the Bible, and I want you to go and find it. Google will tell you everything. If not, Google Chat GPT and all this other stuff y'all got. There's a story in the Bible where there was a battle going on. And Aaron and Hur were there on the battle scene. And whenever the leader's arms went up, they were winning the battle. And whenever his arms came down, they would start losing. Aaron and Hur draw nigh to him. And when they saw him getting tired, they took their hands and they held his hand up. Why? They didn't say, Moses, what you doing? You got to hold your hands up or we going to lose this battle. Dude, come on. They held him up. Why? Why would they do that? Somebody tell me. To give him strength. Why else would they do that? Support. They wanted to support him, but ultimately they wanted to what? What? They wanted to win. And they knew if they grabbed a hold of the leader and held his hands up, because I've seen this before, and every time we uphold the leader and put his arms up, we win. I came to tell the Inspire Collaborative Church, not only do you have to hold each other, but you got to hold us up and lift us up and keep our arms up and give us strength. Do you not know that we gain strength from you? Come in here and you hug us, and Pastor, we're with you. Lady D, we're with you. You have no idea what that means. It means everything. You don't know what it takes for us to get up and come in here every Sunday. Oh, they're fine. They're smiling at each other. We need you. We need your support. We need you to hold our arms. Because let me tell you this, the bottom line is we're going to hold each other up. I can remember we were going through a crisis in our life. It's probably like 15 years ago. And I'm boo-hooing. She looked at me in my face and said, let me tell you something. Can y'all let me finish my story? I love y'all. If we go down, we will go down together. And can I tell you, it looked like we were going down, and it looked like nothing was going to work out, and it looked like nothing was going to happen. But can I tell you, God brought us out of that situation and doubled what we needed and doubled what we had. The way to double is to stand in the midst of the storm. The way to double is to face the adversity and not crumble under the adversity. The way to double is to look your adversary in the face and tell your adversary, you don't know who my daddy is, and you don't know the promise that he made me, because you don't know everything. But I'm telling you now, devil, I'm getting ready to come up out of this thing, and what's going to come to me is going to be 10 times better than what I have. I dare a 21st century that believe that to high-five somebody and tell them better is on the way. But we've got to do it together. We got to do it together. We got to stay together.